straight up until last year. Caden Davis to get the night started, kicking away A.J. Green back to return for the Hogs. He will let it sail. Raheem Rocket Sanders in the backfield with KJ. Play action to start the game. Jefferson able to get it complete.
Guard once they get that first down.
Sanders will go ahead for a gain of 2.5 yards.
Had their growing pains, but the defense has been playing at a high level all year.
This is Jefferson keeping it. Went for 5 yards on that run. 3rd down and 5, empty look for the Hogs. 3-man rush, and it's incomplete. 6'5" freshman punter Max Fletcher is going to reverse rotation this as it checks up, but not a long punt at all.
Struggled to get any consistency going this year.
Gives to A-Chain. Second and 5. Flag comes down. Johnson with plenty of time comes across the field, but well beyond A-Chain.
Illegal shift. Offense. 2 players moving at the same time. Illegal shift for 10 seconds. Audio penalty. Take 2nd down.
Nia Smith is now in the backfield with A-Chain. 2nd and 10. A-Chain with Smith as the lead blocker and somehow able to slither his way. And them facing their first 3rd down of the night. Johnson. Pressure, and he gets to him.
Walked back, and he drops him for a big 3rd down stop.
Constantino with a knuckler downfield. And Stevens is going to let it bounce, and it does so just inside. First drive was just 4 plays, 15 yards, minute 25, and a punt. As Sanders, tough running, churning the legs out to the 37-yard line. 2nd and 4. And that'll make for a 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. They go with a short inside handoff, stacked up, but an extra push. And that surge will move the chains. Antonio Johnson was the first to meet.
Downfield passing attack that has really transitioned beautifully at Arkansas to a run-first style of attack.
First down, KJ Jefferson to pass. And now he's going to tuck, run, and get a chunk play out of it. And he is so effective when he gets. And now they go with the receiver screen. This is Jackson. Jackson inside the 10. And touchdown, Hogs. 32-yard touchdown, Jackson. Thank you very much, Dave. And we got a whole lot of Woo Pig early on here at AT&T. Moments ago, his 2nd start, took over from Haynes King a week ago, came up with a win against Miami. A&M's first drive was just 3 plays, negative 3 yards, and a punt. Here's A-Chain, and he is gobbled up and tackled. Andy trying to tackle a big tight end. 2nd and 19. Johnson has time, looks to check down at the 20-yard line and able to get it to A-Chain. That was Drew Sanders, the Alabama transfer, who was able to get to Max Johnson on the first drive. 3rd down and 12. 4-man rush. Johnson, Sanders tracking him again. Johnson gets free. Gonna tuck, run, dive for the line to gain. Let's see where they mark him.
Nice plays by Schlusher on that drive.
2nd 3 and out for the Aggies. Constantino punts away, skies it. And his field of A.J. Green now in the backfield with KJ Jefferson. Last year in this game, he had a sensational touchdown. He's going to lead block here for KJ. And this is exactly what Jefferson can do. And on that scoring drive, Greg, 2-year
back run, that 2nd drive mostly man. So it's going to be interesting to see what they end up doing moving forward.
Here's Green. As for Texas A&M, they met up a year ago when Durkin was at Ole Miss. Kendall put up 51 points in that matchup. Here's Green again as he goes 2nd and 1. And he's getting good work here. A couple yards and another first down. Jefferson, look at the time he has. But good coverage downfield as he tried to line it to.
Last year, he's really taken the next step as a passer. Great command and great confidence.
tackled for a loss. Green is
An excellent job by Russell dropping the back.
3rd down and 14. Jefferson going deep, wide open, and waiting for it and diving into the end zone is Warren Thompson. Oh my, call those Hogs. Plays. Jerry Jones was out there greeting Hogs fans earlier tonight. Let's go to the studio to Matt. Aren't they?
Yeah, it's been fun to watch that group.
Bad snap. Max Johnson able to secure it and salvages it before he's taken. Quarterback transfers to A&M. His second start with the Aggies. 2nd and 10. Gets it out quickly and gets it complete to his tight end Green, as Green tries to power his way closer.
At ceiling.
I formation with Johnson as the tailback on 3rd and 2. Play action off of it as he's able to get it to Crownover. A flag is down.
Illegal shift. Offense. 2 players moving at the same time and not reception for 1 second. 5-yard penalty. We take 3rd down.
Jefferson, who has the 2 big touchdown passes to start this game. Going to keep it on the ground with Sanders, and he is stacked up. That DJ Durkin defense for A&M, they came in ranked 9th nationally in scoring defense, only giving up 8.7 points per game. 9th nationally also in passing defense, only giving up 147 yards per game. There is the veteran defensive coordinator, former head coach at Maryland as well, well-traveled in Florida and Michigan, Ole Miss as a DC. 2nd and 9. He has time again and tried to connect on the in cut. Already has 3 rushes for 36 yards. 3rd down and 9. Jefferson. That goes nowhere. Well defensed by A&M.
Get back to running the football and give yourself a chance.
Johnson pulls it. And it's incomplete. Again, he chained both in the backfield here on 2nd and 10. A-Chain. Able to wiggle his way out to the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd down from there.
Anytime you see A-Chain grab that football, you kind of hold your breath for a second because he puts that foot in the ground and you can see the accelerators. It doesn't take as much to bring him down as some backs of the past, but my goodness, the speed is on display. They're a big 3rd down for the Aggie offense. Got to start putting some drives together.
Coming to the final minute of this 1st quarter, and they're looking for their first down. And a timeout is going to be called by Texas A&M. You know, it's interesting. We had this discussion, Greg, about A&M and the opportunity that lies ahead. Obviously, the shocking upset loss to App State, but then you get right in front of you the bounce back opportunity, and they deliver. It wasn't the prettiest thing against Miami, but the bottom line is you got it. The number 13 Miami team, you get it. So now here they are with an opportunity to regain their status.
Correct. And honestly, it's been a really rough start tonight. Yep. No doubt about it. But still, the first 3 games of the season, okay, it didn't go the way you wanted it to go, but still there's everything right out there in front of you. It's been the first quarter of the game tonight. Didn't go the way you want it to go. Still, everything's right there in front of you. But either way, they have to figure out a way. Whether it be tonight or beyond, they have to stop making critical errors in simple moments. Pre-snap penalties, bad turnovers, having holding penalties, just things like that that can't happen for teams that have high expectations and high aspirations.
Empty look here for Johnson off the timeout. 3rd down and 6. Can they find a 1st down? Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ainias Smith. And that was Slusher again with coverage. He has been very active so far. So now 4 possessions for A&M. 4 3-and-outs. 4 punts.
You could see Jimbo Fisher communicating with the wide receivers. Not a lot of separation there as Slusher made a nice break on the ball.
Constantino, it's a punt again. Stevens, remember, in trouble fielding it last time. Fair catch secures it. Dominic Johnson in the backfield. He's been on the long road of recovery after a knee injury in last year's bowl game. KJ Jefferson able to get to the edge and scoot out at the 20-yard line.
It's good to see Dominic Johnson back in there. You referenced him being back in the mix, and they are deep at running back. I mean, it was almost like last year they had 5 or 6 that could go. Johnson being one of those, a guy that's very physical, can get downhill, and is a nice complement to spell Rocket Sanders and A.J. Green.
2nd and 5. Fake the reverse. Johnson can't find much. Good swarming up front. Big K.J. Jefferson to pass on 3rd and 4. But this is where he's at his best, running the ball and slicing through that defense as they finally get to him at the 35-yard line.
The backside, Johnson gets north and south.
Here he goes again, crossing midfield. How about the left tackle? 6'6", 327-pounder from Little Rock. 2nd and 2, and now this is exactly what the Hogs do. Dabinion, the freshman running back. Return motion, and then they go the opposite way on a counter, little push pass to Hornsby, and Hornsby is tracked.
Way to utilize his speed.
3rd down and 11. Reverse is bobbled by Hornsby, and A&M was all over it. And now Max Fletcher is going to try to pin him. Checks up inside the 5 and down at around the 7-yard line. So a good job from the true freshman punter, Max Fletcher. The DJ Durkin saying, "Attaboy, that's how we play defense." Now let's see if that O can get and go.
The Palouse between Oregon and Washington State. 1:21 left in the game. Bo Nix to Trey Franklin. Bo Nix a career high today. Oregon grabs the lead. And then late in the game, Mace Funa, pick 6, ball game. Washington State tacked one on late, but Oregon comes back to get the win.
Bo Nix had 428 yards in that game. Cameron Ward threw for 375. That was a thriller. Worst Aggie starting field position from their own 7. A-Chain trying to change that, and he can quickly. Watch out! Can he get the block to the outside? A-Chain, mega chunk play, out of trouble, just comes on a 63-yard run. Back to business with him. 2nd and 5. A-Chain patient, and it pays off. And look at the tough running. Johnson quarterback run now as he makes his way. Only a couple yards this time as he was backed up. Going at A-gap pressure. Will they back off or bring it on Max Johnson? Empty look. No running back to help. Johnson's got to get it out quick. Lofts it to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. Evan Stewart, the freshman. Boy, did they need that. Delivered. Gig 'em. And now Sanders takes his turn, and a nice run for 12 yards. Rocket Sanders
has been lacking, but if it can all come together, there's plenty of opportunity to score points.
Over backfield on 2nd and 8. Jefferson's going to keep it himself, and just with that size, he goes up against Amani Rizzo now. Quarterback runs straight ahead, and that's exactly what you're talking about. That power, that ability to turn the pile. As he drove Shamar Turner ahead, and Turner's 6'4", 300 pounds, the sophomore from DeSoto.
And even if the hole isn't there, it doesn't matter. I mean, when you are 240-plus pounds with a full head of steam, you can definitely make the defense feel it regardless.
Fadil Diggs is down, starting defensive end for A&M. And yes, he's a first-year starter, but there are so many you talk to in this program, they would consider him the leader of the defensive line. Came to Texas a couple years ago from New Jersey, and he has been very productive. So why they tend to him, we'll take a short break.
Back at our college football studios, an update on Ohio State, Wisconsin. It's the C.J. Stroud, Cade Stover show. Here's touchdown number 1, flip over the pylon, makes it 14-0, and just seconds ago, watch this, Stroud had the option, run or pass. Get that stat. More Stover, 21-0 Buckeyes.
Stroud is off to an amazing start for Ohio State this year. 8 for 8 to begin that game. Couple of touchdown passes. as they are rolling against Wisconsin. KJ Jefferson with Rocket Sanders. Offset to the left, and now motioning back is Jackson to the other side. A lot of pre-snap window dressing here as they give to Sanders, and Sanders is wrapped up as that was Chris Russell with the tackle.
Settle in a little bit on the defensive side.
Sanders on 2nd and 7 across his midfield. 3rd and 3 as he gets it out to his tight end Bax, who's gobbled up. Sanders at the back of it. Jefferson, quarterback draw, shakes free, and is going to have plenty of it inside the 40-yard. Lucas, a true freshman defensive end, was left on an island, couldn't get Jefferson. Wide open and complete to Hazelwood to the 22-yard line. Arkansas on the go. Sanders bounces off a would-be tackler, gets to the outside, and is ridden down to the 15-yard line by Gilbert. Longest drive of the game for Arkansas. This their 11th play. Inside screen. Hazelwood's free. Cuts inside the 5. 1st and goal. KJ's going to run it again. Diving. Fumbles the ball. Fumbles the ball. And Chappell's got it. Tyreek Chappell in the right spot as he hands it off to Richardson. Here he goes. Wow. Can you believe this? What a turn. Touchdown in the most unexpected way possible. Fumble, handoff, wire to wire. Fire drill, not going to work out. But the Aggies close to 1. KJ Jefferson tried to launch himself from far out. Ball came loose, and DJ Durkin's active defensive back says, let's make something of it. 16-yard scoop fumble, 82-yard return by Richardson, Greg.
And a massive mistake here as you see him extend, doesn't have the ball in tight to his body. Ball gets jarred around, and Chappell does an amazing job of finding it. As you can see him starting to extend there. It looks like Russell, number 24, is the first one to get a hand on it. But this is such a heads-up play. I mean, right here, he's totally bottled up. But Richardson said, give it to me. And he does. They hand it off quickly. It's obviously backwards. It's a thing of beauty. Just an unbelievable turn of events. And a great play by the Aggie defense.
That is just heads-up football. That is wanting it. The first turnover of the game goes for an 82-yard return score by Damani Richardson. And give credit to the linebacker, Chris Russell, for forcing that fumble as KJ Jefferson thought he was going to be Superman, and all of a sudden you got Aggies sprinting the other way. Coach Riley's saying, that's it, heads up ball, let's go. First down. A.J. Green back from that long recovery off the knee injury. 3rd and 5, just a 3-man rush, and yet they're able to hurry him and now get after him to return. And there's a sky punt that Smith is going to call for the fair catch. And he'll secure.
Got to get the drive started. Got to be positive here on 1st and 10.
Number 6 can help that. Play action on 1st down. Johnson just going to get it to A-Chain. Johnson. Complete pass midfield to Stewart again.
Personal foul, illegal block on the waist, offense number 7. 15-yard penalty for the line.
And with that, they're marking this back as a 2nd down. Johnson's going to run it himself. He's going to have the line to gain as he slides down, and they will mark him at the 44-yard line. So it's a 1st down for A&M all the matter. Miles Slusher with the tackle.
Got to start getting a little bit more chunk yardage here if you're going to try to start sneaking the field goal range.
Johnson just going to hook it up underneath.
False start. Offense. Not all 11 players are set for 1 second. 5-yard penalty. Remain second down.
Would have been so nice to have that timeout in the pocket.
Johnson kind of put his right leg out a little bit.
15-yard penalty from clear spot. Automatic first down.
I think that's obviously the correct call, even though many got to throw the ball out of bounds here.
Johnson goes to the edge, but on the long field goal, Caden Davis. We're going to launch this thing. And Johnson was hurried and then had no chance. It's actually an offsides call, so I'm going to start at the 30. Johnson hit as he throws, and it's incomplete, but Evan Stewart was the intended target.
Holding. Defense number 3. 10-yard penalties at previous spot. Includes an automatic first down.
That's Dwight McGlothern, starting quarterback.
At the end of the half, but they did a lot of good things. They outplayed A&M for a vast majority of it. Just need to get back to continuing to execute and quit making mistakes.
Max Johnson.
Knowing that the score could be very, very different.
2nd and 2. A-Chain is going to move the pressure off the edge. A-Chain picks it up, and with that, able to get the completion to Green, and Green breaks free. Donovan Green. A-Chain testing that right side. That leg drive keeps going as he works it on the All-American safety earlier this year. 2nd and 5. Johnson running out of options and in the 2022 cycle. Keep it on the ground here. A-Chain into the end zone. Aggies take the lead. Their first lead of the game. And a clean operation this time for the extra. Rocket Sanders tackled right. Has been the workhorse. 2nd and 10. Tackled for a loss. That entire Corps Cadets and all the Aggie fans roaring for a stop. Jefferson extending the play, goes underneath. Hazelwood is tackled. Anaya Smith back at the 27. This is a knuckler from Fletcher.
Let him hand it off between the tackles. God probably did a great running back
today. Johnson.
Huge miss.
A-Chain on 2nd and 10. Here comes Sanders straight in on Johnson, trying to keep his balance, and somehow does. Max Johnson. My, oh my, what a play. Flag is
Block in the back. Offense number 7. 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. Makes 3rd down.
Moose Muhammad again for the Aggies. Johnson going to keep it himself. 2nd and 6. Devon A-Chain. He is wrapped up. Helmet comes off.
Slot receivers against soft coverage. That would pick it up right there. Something underneath.
3rd and 4. Here comes the pressure. They pick it up to the outside. Cutting back and getting it is Brown. First. A-Chain speeds to the outside. Flag is down at the 30. After the penalty. And sack. Ball came loose. Wears 5 diamonds on her maroon and white blanket. 2nd and 30 underneath. This is Smith, and here he goes. On 2nd and 30, they convert with his athleticism. A-Chain. Cuts back. Carter with Smith. Now this, 3rd and 8, and we got motion. All night, the self-inflicted
False
wounds.
start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
They're going to hand it off on 3rd and 13, and that just goes for 3 yards to A-Chain. Good ball contest at the beginning of the night. A chance to get their status back. They're standing back after the upset loss to App State.
And see the player he's become really makes me very, very proud.
I love hearing that. Rocket Sanders.
The line of scrimmage.
Jefferson on first down.
Play. Give them credit. Man, you got to have someone that's going to take the bull by the horns.
Sanders on 2nd and 10 as he is torn
Of this stack set.
3rd down and 9. Jefferson. Incomplete. 6th punt of the night for Fletcher. And he skies this, going for big drive, big hang time inside the 10. Well done. Max Johnson, A-Chain, and Smith back out there. A-Chain, look at that shake and 6th fastest time in the 200 in A&M history. Johnson downfield, incomplete. But he feels like this offense has been close to breaking out. They run option, and Johnson does so well.
Johnson, the best offensive lineman, see if they can't get some surge.
3rd down and 2. It's exactly what they do, Greg. And he is met. Set to return, heels on the 20-yard line. And there was movement as Constantino.
Offense number 29. 5-yard penalty. It remains 4th down.
Offensive line that they feel they can lean on. Can they do it now? A.J. Green. Here they snap with 28 on the play clock. Green again, and that'll move the chains. Green again. For the Aggies. Stood up to it, did Green. 3rd and 3. Jefferson gets it out. Quick out is
By Knox making it right.
1st down, Razorbacks. Hazelwood orbit motion. This could be a double pass. Or it could be a disaster, and it's a sack. Lead. This has been a thriller. 2nd and 15. Jefferson bottled up, but gets a little bit.
Try to work that on a slant with Hazelwood.
3rd and 10. Jefferson gets it complete, but tackled. In a 242-pound quarterback. 4th down and less than 1. KJ easily. Here's DeBinion on 1st down for the Razorbacks. And he maintains his footing and then gives a look.
Even as Aggies were pulling from every direction.
And now Jefferson on the quarterback run. And he's inside the 10.
Same with the grounded pound attack starting to feel its pain.
DeBinion. And this will be a 1st and goal.
Looking for the run.
Jefferson keeps. Jefferson strides right in. Arkansas
Throughout the course of that drive.
plays on the golf team in Fayetteville. Max Johnson, that was blown up. Never had a low snap. Johnson able to pick it up and then get rid of it. And on the other end to A-Chain, and they're saying it's a catch.
If they felt like that was dropped in
After further
bounds.
review, the ruling on the field stands. It's 3rd down.
Chain out on a little wide route here and see if he can't throw it to him.
3rd down and 12. Pressure. Johnson gets rid of it and able to get it to Green. Right in his face on a touchdown in the first half as well. Does it there. A-Chain gets around the edge. Hits the speed. Remember, without Ainias Smith, their best playmaker on the outside. Max Johnson with time, but well covered downfield, and then Johnson gonna tuck and run.
Blitz from Arkansas's defense. Here it comes.
They do. Johnson stands up to it, incomplete. Johnson with the carry. Upset loss to App State. But if you can grab a big win against Miami, a big win here against Arkansas, things change. And look at this defense.
As well.
3-man rush. Jefferson trying to extend the play. Gets it complete for a first down. Jefferson Gonna tuck and run. And that is what he can do so well. Another Kendall Briles, outstanding play caller for Arkansas. He sticks with Sanders, and Sanders will get it down.
Then does A&M make an adjustment, bring it off the right? Here it comes.
Here it comes. Oh, and it's a bad snap. Ball is loose. Well, they go from the stack release to Hazelwood in the slot with motion. 3rd and 14. Jefferson's going to run it himself, and he is tripped up from behind. Here is Cam Little to take the lead for the Hogs. It hit the top and rains down into the... With good rotation and a target line to give them the lead. As A-Chain. But this one matched it for drama and wackiness. And you just have to feel for that young man, Cam Little, whose field goal attempt that would have given Arkansas the lead bounces off the top of the upright and back down into the end zone. Outstanding performance from A-Chain with 155 yards on the ground, a career high. Gutsy performance by the A&M defense. And Katie is standing by with a winning coach, Jimbo Fisher.